says we're going.
Oh yeah, it's live. Whoops.
I mean, not really whoops. I got the notification, so it should be distributing among the peoples.
You have to slide your chair in more.
I probably will. It's okay. I'll get there. Don't worry.
Let me get like half of each per head. Like put it exactly halfway, like this.
Just cut
Perfectly.
right down the
Yep.
middle.
There we go. Cut in the middle. There's Kenny. What's up, Kenny? How you doing? Oh, there's Jim. How you doing, Jim?
Jim better be there.
American General Jim Ross, Avalanche, a.k.a. leader of Rogue Patriots, a.k.a. winner of D-Day.
See, he already thumbs up that.
Mm-hmm.
He knew we were going with that. Alright. I'm done sharing it, so I'm good now.
Alright. Alright, cool. So, we're here to talk about the results of D-Day. Once we get a couple more people to join, we'll start going over all that stuff. There's Brittany, who's watching. It's cool. Multitasking. She's actually updating the website right now, too, with the tickets for Prometheus. The price is going up. And for those of you who are looking at Zombie Invasion, those tickets are going up at an early price of $15 if you got your own equipment. So make sure you sign up early, save some money, get some stuff. There might be some stuff added to that. And if you pre-reg and we add something like shirts or patches or something, obviously if you buy your ticket early, we'd retroactively add you to the list of people who get that stuff. So that way you'd get it, you know.
No, you super pre-order, you don't get anything.
You don't get anything. You bought your ticket too early. No shirt or patch for it.
It'll get taken care of. But we are going to do patches for Zombie?
I don't know yet. I think I might do like a vote on Instagram and let people decide whether patch or shirt. Last time for D-Day, like the pre-registers got shirts, like the real early ones, and the shirts were like the more popular thing. It was like It was like a 10-to-1 ratio for shirt versus patch. Yeah.
When is the Zombie? 28th of October?
28th, I hope.
Oh, it's not letting you show up? Oh.
No. Yep.
Facebook.
Oh, you know what it is? I didn't tag myself in it when we put the description.
Share it, Brittany. Just click share.
Just click share. Yeah, just share it. Share it from my page. That'll work.
Zombies the 28th?
Should be October 28th, not August.
Yeah, that. October.
It's a couple months away. But buy your ticket early. Last year, the rental tickets sold out. Their own gear tickets did not. We ended up with like a high chance of thunderstorms last year. I definitely heard the turnout. We tried to do it like twice. Yeah. And we ended up with like basically like cutting the game people in half. So it was like 200 people each time rather than like 400. Mm-hmm. So lesson learned. We learned after that, like no matter what it says for weather, just do the big game. Just roll with it. And we did it with Santa vs. Grinch. It worked out really well. It was very cold, 4-degree high, but we played. We all survived. No one died of hypothermia.
Yeah.
I definitely felt like I was going to die at one point.
It sucked.
I accepted death that day.
It was cold.
Yeah, it was really cold.
My gun didn't work.
Most people's guns didn't really work that well. I remember people just cycling through rentals because their guns just would not It was too cold for like batteries.
Yeah, no, mine ate 2 batteries before it died. Like it just wouldn't cycle anymore. So I was like, I'm done with this.
So we'll do Zombie even if like there's a chance of bad weather. Unless it's like 100% chance like tornado weather or something.
Like D-Day's initial date where it just flooded out
Yeah, something like that would stop us. But you know, other than that, other than the severe act of God, we'll have the game. If it's just chance of thunderstorms, even if it's 50, 60, 70, I'm going to go with it because
as long as lightning doesn't,
as long as lightning's not striking, we're not. Yeah. We're gonna. As long as not thunder and lightning at the field, we're good. We'll keep playing. So yeah, looking forward to Zombie. Buy your tickets early. Definitely get them early because this year it's gonna sell out. I'm not sure exactly where we'll put the cap at for players, but my guess would be somewhere around the 500-600 mark would be the cap for it. So, like I said, last year we had like 200 rental tickets and they all sold out. So if you think about it, 200 plus another, like usually there's less rentals, people with their own gear. So last year is pretty much like sold out. So make sure that you buy your ticket early because they are going to sell out. So.
She tagged it in the timeline, so
nice.
We're good. But that was Zombie. I mean, last year's Zombie was good. So
yeah. So what were your big takeaways from the from D-Day.
From D-Day?
What was your highlights?
Definitely the afternoon.
Give us Ben's highlight reel.
Afternoon was just solid all day for Germany in the afternoon.
That's true. The Americans had a solid push in the beginning.
Yeah, the morning was horrid for us. We just kept getting kicked in and just couldn't hold anything.
You guys did have a good comeback. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, no, the afternoon we just kind of took the mountain.
Yeah. I was surprised with D-Day, the comeback that Germany actually had. I thought it was going to be a really lopsided game, and then you guys came back pretty strong. And then, just keep going. I don't mean to interrupt you.
I mean, that was pretty much it. I gave them a little pep talk afterwards, got our teeth kicked in, but
I saw you guys. I saw your guys' strategy forming too for the second half, and I liked the way you organized your people and sent them different ways and stuff. I thought that was really. I actually thought I didn't think it was a good idea at first. And then
you questioned me.
I was kind of, what are you doing, man? Like this is gonna. You guys are gonna get murdered. Like, are you sure that's what you want to do? I mean, you're the general. And you were right. I mean, it worked. So that was actually pretty cool. I admire your leadership skills in that. Like, I didn't see it playing out like that.
I had people that came for regular walk-ons, so there were faces I knew, and I was like, I know you handful can handle doing this with just miscellaneous people. Yeah. So I sent them over there, and then I had the other handful that I knew, and I sent them to the other side, and we just kind of worked our way around.
That was impressive, though. The second half of the day, like your guys' organization for having you guys didn't really have any official teams really on your team or anything.
No radio comms.
It was good.
It was just yelling at each other.
Yeah, it was Ben's Rebel Germans, Hell Hydra, just the Ninja Turtle foot soldiers or something.
Oh, it was great.
It was good. You guys did really well. And then the Americans winning that was crazy.
That clutch at the end,
clutch. Last
TK and
2
I
minutes.
were staring at each other, and I was rolling blank, and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, that was actually pretty much the most intense finish to a big game I've ever seen, as far as just being so close and so hard to call. Just watching that from my angle is I was didn't want to call it wrong. I was all right, come on.
Yeah, because it was
there were people running in getting shot, and they had to get
take?
people in there, and people just kept getting shot. I'm like, nope, not ending it. He got shot. He got shot. He got shot. He got shot 12 times, and then I look over to my right, and there's a Capitol Offense guy in the castle waving at me.
It was TK.
He's definitely not shot. And then I looked to the left and I saw one of the Rogue Patriot guys not shot in the castle. I'm
that was on the top end.
Yeah, so they got one in each side. I was like, that's game.
Yeah.
And that was good, because when I looked at the clock when we ended that, it was 4:59. You were 2 minutes from. Would you guys? I think you guys would have won.
Yeah.
No, well,
we were tied.
It would have been
that
a
was
tie.
The tie-breaking game.
That would have been a tie, right? Or that. No, that was...
From what I was getting from all the
refs. It was
refs.
4-5. So it ended 4-5. So if they would... if you won that, you would have won. If they... Yeah,
right, that was the tiebreaker game.
It was, yeah.
But,
hey, Raul, how you doing, man? We were just talking about the highlights of D-Day.
Yeah, Raul and...
yeah, Michael.
Yeah. We're just...
They were doing really well
I think
in the American
I sent
team.
them over to mostly jungle. I never really saw them in the afternoon because they were doing work.
They had a buddy with them, too. The guy who plays MagFed was doing really well, too. I don't know his name, but he just started playing recently. Him and his dad, and he was doing really well, too.
Yeah, I remember them getting together before we went back up.
Yeah, he was definitely playing really well.
Yeah, I mean, just the handful of walk-ons that I knew they would do work. I just said, have at it.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. And then maybe if Jim, I don't know if he's available, but we could have him call in and give us his highlights, too, from his side. If Jim's listening. We'll see.
I know he's there.
It's
thumbs
on a
ups.
delay, so he'll see that message come through in a delay.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the thumbs up, so I know he's semi-active. He might be at work.
Yeah, let us know if you want to call in, Jim. If you're at work,
give your side as the commanding center.
If you're at work, take a bathroom break, and then call us. But just
go around back.
Don't actually be pooping. Go to the back room or something. Don't actually call us from the toilet. That'd be gross.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was intense. And again, I don't know what happened on my corner wall. The side TK came in close to Hog Heaven. But
you didn't have many people over there.
Yeah.
You only had a couple little kids, and when there's a Rogue Patriot guy named Jacob, and he ran towards the middle, and I think that caught a lot of people's attention because I saw a lot of guns go that way. And then TK and them ran in later.
I caught
during
TK.
that confusion. I think from what I saw, it looked like they snuck in when Jacob made his run.
Yeah, because all my back corner people, there
weren't many there
left. 2 or 3 kids in the tower.
Yeah, that's the only ones I saw.
And then there was, I think, their dad or something below.
Yeah. And
then I had 2 guys on the sidewall. But, I saw TK's run and I went to fire. And I think I got 7 shots off, and then it just nothing. And then I looked behind me afterwards, and that's when I saw the Rogue Patriot guy. So I was like, well, that's why everyone stopped looking behind them and they looked the other way.
Yeah, the biggest. I think that was like pretty much like the craziest part.
That was
that Berlin. Take Berlin. Yeah,
because that was like make or break. You win or lose right there. I mean, that was.
Rusty, so the way it would work is like I actually call you from
Are
this.
You on your phone?
Yeah, are you on your phone or your computer? It actually work if he has a webcam and stuff. I think it works on computer too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know we had issues with it before, but
he just has to have some options on. We can check real quick. This will be me poking the screen over and over for everybody. Let's see here.
John's finger, nice close up.
Rusty, it'll either work or it won't.
Cross our fingers, it will. People don't just get my side of the.
Oh, that's connecting. Oh, there we go. There he is.
There you
go. Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. How are you guys?
Before we start, real quick, you want to plug your YouTube channel real quick?
So my YouTube channel is actually the Rogue Patriots YouTube channel.
Okay, you can buy.
Yeah, so it's I don't think we have enough subscribers to be to have a specific URL. So if you just look up Rogue Patriots Paintball, you should find us.
All right, cool. Yeah, Rogue Patriots Paintball, guys, just search it on YouTube, and they have a bunch. Rusty done a lot of cool videos on there. Mm-hmm. I've actually put some of your videos in my emails and different promotions we've done for Hogback because they're really cool. Like
I've stumbled across a couple.
Yeah, I like YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, I like your Black Hawk Down one. That was like one of the best. It's like from a
yeah. Those were some of my favorite. You got the smoke that's really vibrant in color. Mm-hmm. It was a good time, and actually I think that was probably first or second time I played with the guys for Rogue Patriots.
Oh yeah, okay. But yeah, what was your biggest takeaways, man, from D-Day? What was your highlights, your favorite moments of the game?
My favorite moment still has to be at the very end.
Me too. Yeah, that was the most intense, like clutch win and like game like I've ever seen like come down to like at a big game. Like just so like last like 1 minute left, like just crazy.
Yeah. Reggie said he had 1 rocket left. He was taken out. I guess he had a rocket that failed to go very far. Yeah. And he was taken out. He had 1 rocket left. I had like a smoke grenade left. So I grabbed one of our guys, one of our prospects, gave him a smoke grenade, grabbed Miles, which is JoJo's son. He was my shooter on the side. Grabbed the launcher, ran towards the castle. Our prospect popped smoke. Miles was shooting, giving me cover, and once all that was thrown, launched the rocket that took out a good section of the wall and allowed a lot of our guys to move up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean it was intense, man. It was just like from both, and I like how it came from like people who know Castle and like they came in from like the Team Capital Fence guys came in from the low side, kind of near Hog Heaven, and then your guys pushed the top side, and it was like literally the game ended at 4:59. Like that was it was down to like the last minute pretty much. And if you guys didn't make that push, then Germany would have won, and we'd all be speaking German right now. So it was close, man. It was really close. It was definitely.
Yeah, it was close. Some of the objectives were fun to do.
Yeah.
We had a hard time finding gold.
Yeah, that is. I'd have to say that was the hardest American one because there's no definite spot. You just knew the fields it was on.
Right.
You just knew it was on jungle and dark forest, and that's it. And those are anybody knows dark forest. That's a huge field, and that's the one you found.
Yeah.
The one you guys found was on dark forest. The one you didn't find was on jungle.
Yeah, we kept that one.
So it's crazy. You guys found I think the harder one to find.
I think because right when they dropped the gold, you guys were all up on the road trying to get into town because I think that was the mission that
so they were closer to it.
So they were closer to it, which makes some
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and we just slid on down, and I think we found Mo, and he's standing out in the middle of somewhere.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, oh, it's got to be around here somewhere.
Yeah, he is the objective ref. So yeah, that's a good point. I never even thought about that. Like, yeah, he had to have eyes on both gold things. So yeah, that's that's a good note for next year. Like, maybe not have Mo be the guy for watching the goal.
The harder part is we didn't know, like, what was that? The radio tower?
Yeah.
I had no idea what that looked like.
Yeah.
So Jim kept calling me and asking me, "Can I see it? Can I see it?" And
yeah,
I wasn't quite sure what to look for until after the game, and we passed it, and somebody pointed it out.
Yeah, I explained it in the brief, but yeah, it's like definitely if you haven't seen it, I posted pictures on Instagram too, so you got to do your research.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I did on the story things a bunch of times. We did like different, but that's only lasts for a day, right? So like that's a good point too. Maybe next year I'll post it so it stays on there, on the actual feed. I try to do more story posts and some stuff for Instagram because I don't want to like flood people's like timeline or whatever you call it, like when you're because that way.
Well, and on Instagram those get lost too, unless they know to look back at whatever you guys posted. It's not like Facebook where if you like it, it goes back up to the top. It just gets lost in the feed.
Yeah. So I think for next year I'll post it on the actual feed, but then maybe before the game we can do like a collage of what the objectives look like too. Would be a good idea.
Yeah, that might help. Or well, I mean, you guys have all those tablets where you're signing in. Maybe, or just print them out, kind of show them. Hold them up.
That's not a bad idea. Like put a couple in the dead
have
zone.
It as like a little Intel computer, so everyone
have a little table, the Intel table, so anybody can go Intel table and look at the tablets.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah,
why not? You know.
And then just one in each dead zone. That way,
I would do more than one because the battery's gonna die. But
that way, we're about them walking off. Sort of.
Yeah, it's true. I don't. Those tablets aren't they aren't the greatest. I'd be. I mean, somebody stealing those would be real desperate. Yeah, so I mean, I think overall though it was a lot of fun. I really like that. I like the idea of the second half of the day, how like we didn't switch sides for the landing, and everybody American stayed American, German stayed German. The only thing I thought of like strategically that I thought would have been a good idea for the American team was since most of the objectives were on the top half of the day, their Valley dead zone was very empty as far as players. They had a lot of their players at Mountain. Like send more players to stage out of Valley, and that way they're closer to the objectives. But I didn't want to
probably would have been a good idea.
I just let it play out, and it worked out fine. But yeah, it worked out really good, man. I think you guys just like the clutch win, like good communication with Team Capital Offense on both like that opposite side of the field.
Yeah, they were clutch for us. They whatever objective was in their way, they really took care of. I think there were a lot of people on at least the side that I was trying to get pushing forward towards town, with that new 2-story building.
Yeah.
I mean, they shot down really far.
Oh yeah.
And then where you guys had placed the spools really gave the town side a lot of cover to shoot at us, and it made it really hard to get in. I mean, Ben, your guys did a great job, but my guys didn't want to move from the few barrels that they had. Yeah. Even with the 1 or 2 smoke grenades that I threw to try to get in there.
I told them, don't let them use those. Just see smoke, fire through it. So.
Yeah, and the guys didn't move too much. Maybe a bunker or two, but it wasn't enough to get into town.
Yeah. Well, that's a hard push from the trail to town because now town, as it gets more and more buildings on it, is getting more and more fortified, and the trail's not getting any more fortified. It's kind of stayed the same. So I think for big games, it might be a good idea to throw maybe some spools, like roll some over there or something, because like you really do have just like it's like run through the open field, like another second beach landing there for you guys.
Yeah, and if you do like Dark Forest, I mean, I already had guys lining that wall, so you'd go down in, and we would be coming down on top of you. Yeah,
I think the best way to take town at this point is to go through Dark Forest and come up on that back side. It's really the only way to do it.
I figured because I think you guys initially went like deep in the woods near the outside of the field, and we stopped you from there. So I was like, well, what's left coming through Dark Forest? But I already had like a little wall, so as you come down the hill, we would see you and just drop you. But
well, that's what was happening, and that's why we're kind of trying to go through the wood line closer to town and the road. But yeah, I think if you guys drop a spool or two,
a little more cover.
on the other side of
town.
town.
A bunch up there outside of play too that we could just move around, so it's all good.
Yeah, because you guys had Capitol Fence in Jungle in the second half of the day.
There's just like basically like waiting like.
Oh yeah, they took that deep corner.
They kind of took their corner of Jungle and just kind of waited and waited and waited and waited.
Came out.
They're waiting for that final push, basically, just gathering their guys there.
Yeah, because I had to actually rotate down from town and figure out what the hell was going on in Jungle. Cause I was getting word, Jungle, we can't even get out of our like spawn area, and I'm like, what you talking about? And as soon as I get over there, I'm getting shot and bouncing. I'm like, where's this from? And I see him like deep in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, we're at our spawn. Go out, get shot, just rinse and repeat. Eventually, they'll be caught reloading.
Yeah, and that's what our guys weren't doing. Our respawn was 30 feet behind the last guy.
Yeah,
and they it was hard to get people to push who haven't pushed like that before. It sucks. You get hit, but you know it's that force of numbers, right? Eventually, you'll get one of those guys who has to take on the other side that has to take a longer walk than you do.
Yeah.
That's what we did in Jungle.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, did you die?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why I told him, I was like, it hurts for a little bit. Did you die? No. So rinse and repeat. Have people just running all the time.
Zerg fest a little bit. Yeah. Run them out of ammo or something,
Catch them when they're not looking.
I mean, if they push your spawn that much, they're far from theirs. So
exactly.
It is an advantage.
That's how eventually we took back Jungle, and that's why we held the gold there.
Yeah.
Because I think then it swapped from town, which was the rescue objective at that point?
Yeah, exactly. Like the rescue one was before the gold one.
Right.
But the crazy part was about the gold one too was your guys, when I was over on the Hog Heaven side, like once they captured the Dark Forest one, they were very adamant about respawning and guarding the Jungle one. It was like people were just hustling so fast.
Yeah. No, the guys.
And it was like nobody in the dead zone, and everybody just kept running back in, back out, back in, back out, and I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, the group of guys I had, Reynolds or not, I mean, they all were very into it. There were a couple times that I guess maybe they had been running around, they were tired, they were in the dead zone, but otherwise, everyone was on the field and what to do. They found someone who could tell them what to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
followed. Yeah,
it was great. I didn't have to really tell them what to do.
But overall, I think it was a great game. I think both teams played really well, and Germany I was worried about because the first half of the day got so crushed.
God.
But
second was garbage for us because we got there and we're like, wait,
it's changed over the years. It's not
where's the wall?
Yeah, there's not all those walls. It's a lot harder. But yeah, I think it went really well.
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody got some good footage going up the wall going up the hill this year. I was on the bridge side, so we were coming down valley, and you guys held your own on the valley side of mountain. So, I mean, you guys made it very difficult for us to get across.
Yeah, because I told them that I know that you guys have people coming from Valley, so just kind of keep your head on a swivel and watch that side.
Yep.
I think we did too much watching that side, and then we forgot about the hill because we were like, oh, there's not enough cover here. Let's forget it and back up.
But it's kind of funny. We had like smoke grenades or on these remote detonator things, and they were going off. But you guys were already past them as they were really going off because you guys took the beach so fast. Like all your smoke cover grenades were like behind you. So I have pictures of it, and you just see like the tail end refs that are making sure nobody gets left behind. All you see is them behind the smoke, like walking up. You don't see any players. You just see a smoke cloud covering all the players. So it's pretty intense. But I hope some people got some good footage, and I really hope that like some people will actually help me get me that footage so that I can use that for making a D-Day video.
That'd be nice.
I know Michael said that he's going to get me his. He had a GoPro cam on. He's going to bring his to me.
Yep.
And then we had a camera running, so I'll get what they have. But the more footage we have, the probably better little recap video we can make of the game. So if anybody GoPros, just email Hogback or send me a message on here on Facebook, and we'll get that going. We'll add it to a video, and I can tag you if anybody who needs to be tagged.
Credited.
Credit it however you want to be credited. You let me know. If you don't want to be credited because it's not your best footage or whatever, that's fine too. So anybody who has footage, just wants to share it, send it over to me. I'll put it in the video.
I'm sure G Paintball has some because
I talked to him at the end
I think anyone who's got a GoPro on anything, realizes that it's not going to be the greatest footage, just because it's not going to be steady. So it is what it is.
Right. it'll at least get you in the action versus just seeing the big picture. You're getting in the action from that, which is sometimes cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I definitely have seen some, like, it's weird with GoPro. You'll tape for like 5-6 hours, then you'll have like 40 seconds of usable footage, or like maybe 4 minutes or something. It like once you splice out all like the just like running,
walking,
like running with your head down or something. It's like, all right, cut. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. We have Squad Hog B this weekend. Solos. Sorry, I keep saying Squad. Solo Hog B. Solos Hog B this weekend on Saturday after walk-ons, and then we have the Zombie Invasion tickets up, and Prometheus is coming up in August for those MagFed players. You play a lot of MagFed, right? Still.
I usually carry a box rotor.
Yeah.
Which is it
kind of
borders on MagFed, in my opinion. But I have recently got a T15, like a lot of the guys on our team.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun, especially since Prometheus will allow first strike rounds. That is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So that game is more like a military scenario for those of you who have never played in a MagFed game. If you do play in it or have any questions, just make sure to send us a message, or even go to the Rogue Patriots Facebook and send them a message. We also have a Facebook event for it set up, but you have to use a MagFed gun, which is basically, you just have the magazine that feeds into the gun. There's no hoppers, no pump guns, just all MagFed, pretty much.
I know one of the questions I've seen recently, and I don't know if it's been addressed, is are there going to be any rental MagFed?
I don't think so. As far as I know, there won't be. I don't think there'll be any.
I think the U.S. team, they had a paintbow gun at one point.
At
D-Day.
Yeah.
Would that count? Because it's not mag-fed, but it's not hopper-fed.
That's true. I don't know about that. I'll throw that up in the mag-fed forums and watch all the internet trolls blow up or get triggered. Have a bunch of people triggered. That's not mag-fed. There's a tube on it. It's got 10 shots.
You could load it like single.
I'd have to ask Jim or someone. I don't know.
I'm just.
What do you think, Rusty?
I'm not sure about that one.
It's borderline.
Sure, if my box loader is, that should be.
Exactly. That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Are box loaders in Prometheus, are they allowed, or it's only X amount per team or something, right?
I believe it's X amount per team, depending on the number of players that are out on the field.
I think that's right too. I think that's what we did last year too, if I remember correctly. I saw about one on each team.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
They can't run with ammo, because I've seen like some of the posts that Jim throws up, and I think the box people can't carry their ammo, but they can have someone.
They can have like an ammo guy or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been reading.
Right. Like for me, with the box rotor, it's going to be about 200, 250 in terms of rounds, and then I think a pod that somebody else can load, or switch out box rotors, which doesn't work well with the dam because it's synced with the gun, so that doesn't actually work for me.
Yeah. I think it's not going to work well for anybody with a box loader. So you pretty much have to dump paint in or something from one box to the other. I don't know. Or have two that are synced. Like maybe some people have two box mags for their die dam, which I don't know how many people do.
No, I tried that with Tim, and that doesn't, unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way. I guess if you have another kind of marker with another kind of box loader, that might work. But for the die dams, it doesn't seem to work.
Interesting. I wonder why. I didn't know that. That's the first I heard of that.
Fun fact of the day.
Yeah. So also for Prometheus, I saw that the Assassins are going to be the other team, right?
Yeah. So they are very friendly with SAS Maryland.
Yeah.
They played with them a lot, which is great. We played with them at a different event. They are a crazy bunch of guys. I mean, those pistols and their methodology of running and gunning really works well.
Yeah.
they'll be forced to reckon with, but nothing that a first strike might not take out.
Yeah, true. I see Eric just joined. He does a lot of YouTube videos and stuff for them. A lot of like close up.
Yeah, his are crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like watching his videos. So those are interesting. If you guys have never seen those, make sure you check those out. He'll probably post up a link or what it is in here. But yeah, I love their videos. I think that group of guys is really cool. I was happy. I think one of them is going to be, I don't know if they're going to be the leader of one of the teams or something. I saw a post on Facebook. I shared it. Or they're just playing with them. I don't know.
I think they're playing with them. I haven't heard of who's the XO for Rundell.
Yeah,
but it's always.
I know that they're playing.
They were heavily recruited on the poster.
Yeah, they're playing for Black Tide, I believe. Is what.
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty cool. Somebody said sniper competition this year at Prometheus 2. Absolutely, definitely doing that.
The photos were cool.
Yeah, I actually have a really cool idea for that this year. We're going to change up the sniper competition just a little bit. It'll be I think it'll be a pretty cool addition to it. Is something that actually one of my cousin had given me the idea. He does a lot of military stuff, and he gave me a really cool idea on the sniper competition. So I'm going to run it by all the guys for Prometheus and see if they like the idea, and then we'll probably do that. So I would plan on sniper competition maybe being a little bit stepped up this year. I think it'll be a great event. So yes, Marco, there will be a sniper competition.
In some fashion. Yeah, not just a Gatorade bottle up on a box that's really far away of what I thought they wouldn't be able to hit, and I was gonna just sit there and giggle as we moved it closer, but they actually hit it pretty quick. So I was impressed. Like the first strike rounds definitely do make a big difference as far as range. Like they definitely go further. They all hit it within like 3 shots. Pretty much zeroing in.
Yeah, zeroing in, and then they got it. And it was a Gatorade. When I say Gatorade bottle, I'm not talking like one of the big Gatorade bottles. It was like a what do you call it? Like a little,
it was
like
the thin one. It was the small one.
What?
Mm-hmm.
It was like just one.
It was the 12-ounce bottle or something like that.
Yeah, it was like the little one. Yeah, like a half one. Yeah, and it just was up on one of the boxes at Castle, and they'd try to shoot it, and they got it within like each one of the snipers eventually got it within like 3 shots. Like it was crazy. It actually ended up being like quite the competition, and it was impressive, like to see how quickly they're able to hit it. You know.
It's too bad that you can't move that further down, so that a lot more people can watch versus bringing it up towards.
We might be able to. We were talking about that as well, different ways to do it. So it just depends. We'll see what we can do as far as that goes. Like I do have a really good idea on that as well. I just have to make sure it'll actually work as far as that goes. I do have a good idea for that, where we can actually do it, where it'll be easier to spectate for people. So it's not just like last year's just couple people spectating, but a lot of just the snipers there, because we actually went up to the fields and did it, but we might be able to do it more in like a down at the bottom area. I think I have an area that'll work for it, so we just have
good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a good deal. I think a lot of people would have watched if they didn't have to necessarily go up and have their mask on and be away from the staging area.
Exactly. And I think that this year I have an idea of how we can carry it out, make it more entertaining, where everybody can watch, and like it'd just be a lot easier. So it'd be cool. The one guy shooting round ball came close. Yeah, Marco's right. There's one kid shooting like an Alpha Black with a round ball. Yep. And a couple of times he came pretty close for shooting round ball.
He did.
It was cool. He put up a good fight, especially knowing that he was probably outgunned and like, definitely didn't have the same gun as these other guys, but he came pretty close. At least one of the time I remember he came really close. But you have to, like, with round ball, you got to arc that thing like really high.
Especially the distance you guys were having them shoot.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good 75 yards, I think, about, roughly. Because it's from one box to the other box on Castle, basically across the entire field. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Prometheus. That's August 11th and 12th. If you don't have a ticket yet for MagFed, make sure you buy that. The pre-registers, like the first 75 people get patches. There's still patches available, so make sure you sign up. And once the patches are no longer available, I'll try to mark that up on the website so people know. But as of right now, there's still patches available. So if you don't have your Prometheus, get it.
Does the pre-registration end today, or are you going to extend that a little bit?
No. So the pre-registration, like the early bird deal, ends today, but the registration's now up. Like it's still up. It's just it costs a little bit more now. It's just like regular prices now. It's no longer like the early bird thing. So, but definitely pays to get your ticket early because you get your patch. I know that a lot of the MagFed game guys are all about the patches, and
we are.
So you gotta get it earlier. You're gonna have to buy it off eBay later.
Ouch.
I'll just take our prospects patch.
There we go. Yeah, just give me it now.
You didn't earn that.
You didn't earn that. You're not official yet. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, man, thanks for joining us, dude. I'm gonna go over some again. Like I think we talked about Zombie earlier, but I know you were actually he was he won a costume contest last year, right? Didn't you win the costume contest last year for Zombie?
I did. That was a lot of fun to make that costume.
That thing was legit. He had the Rogue Patriots like zombie one that actually got is actually like a zombie army BDUs kind of.
I was about to say, is it like kind of beaten up, little
very
bloody?
Legit. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so we are going to do costumes this year, so everybody needs to dress up. There will be pride for that and trophy. I think did we give you a trophy last year for that? I think so, right?
You did.
Did you get a trophy for that?
I was surprised to get one. I wasn't expecting to get that.
Yeah. So we did like a trophy for best contest, best costume. We did just a bunch of different things, but yeah, definitely dress up. Last year, not many people dressed up. I think it was like 6 or something. It was a really low amount.
I mean,
probably the lowest I've ever seen.
Right. Leonardo onesie.
You still dressed up?
I guess.
But yeah. Actually, just Coke.
It's more like syrup.
Yeah, it's more like Coke syrup.
Yeah.
I left a bottle of Coke in the freezer and it's separated. So it's just like pure Coke syrup. So
with some ice.
It's actually really gross. But it's all I got. Marco's like, what kind of alcohol is that?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like none. It'd probably help cut that Coke syrup though. It's like the most concentrated pure Coke I've ever had in my life. And not like the drug, like soda. All right. But yeah, I mean, just make sure you guys buy your tickets early for Zombie, and if you're MagFed player, get that Prometheus ticket because that game is going to be awesome. It was really cool last year. It was our first year doing it. It's my second year. Looking forward to it. And I don't know, anything you want to add, Rusty?
No, that's about it. If you can dress up for Zombies, that'd be great. I mean, like you said, there weren't too many that did it last year, but I've seen in the past a lot more people have dressed up.
Yeah.
It always makes the game a little more fun.
Yeah, exactly. I think it makes the game a lot more fun, and it's really cool to see what people come up with for costumes. And I was like really shocked last year, not that many people dressed up, but I was blown away by your costume. I was just like, we were talking about what's the best costume, and everybody's just like like that guy, like it's like no.
Well, there was one year they had the group of 4 guys, I guess, came as bananas. That was hilarious.
Yeah. I've seen bananas. I've seen what is that video game where they go around and they kill zombies? It's like a team of 4 or 5 people.
Oh, the Left 4 Dead games.
Left 4 Dead games. Like people came up dressed as all those characters. So those were some of the better ones I've seen. Oh, this thing just crazy.
Calm down, phone.
Settle down here, phone. Just poking the screen. There we go. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. I've seen definitely a lot of really good costumes. So I hope people do dress up this year. And we'll be posting more and more stuff each week for Zombie as far as like prizes and stuff. One recommendation we got for D-Day, which we've done in the past, is like an award ceremony afterwards. So I think with Zombie Invasion, we'll do awards afterwards because that's really popular and that was cool. And I think with D-Day, we didn't do it this year. And years past I did, I felt like nobody really cared, but I think it's just normally D-Day is so hot. Everybody's just anxious to get out of there.
It was actually very nice for D-Day.
Yeah. So I think that this year's D-Day was awesome. Everybody stayed till the end. So I think we'll just start doing awards ceremonies at the end of every big game, probably. I think it's just the way to do it. Even if people leave early, at least the people who care about it will still be there.
Yeah.
I guess is a good way to put it.
Win or lose, they might win an award. Like,
yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, especially a zombie, because there's so many different things you could win, like best survivor, best zombie, best brain eater, best costume. Like,
I think you have
best survivor.
The
Left 4 Dead run, like winner, the first person who makes it through that. Like, there's just so many different things that are easy to award, or like, basically have a best player for, if that makes sense. But yeah.
Yes, some of those
All
guys
right,
you'll
man,
just have to
we'll
make
catch
sure
you later.
to
We're gonna
keep them around.
Oh, you're breaking up. Yeah, I think if people know there's an award ceremony going on, they'll stay for it. All right, man. I think we're lagging out here, so we'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, I'm watching it online.
Thanks for joining, everybody. We'll see y'all later.